What's up guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review based off of a book I saw on Pinterest called Cruel Delights by Sienna Vega. And the synopsis for this one goes as follows. A dark and obsessive stalker romance that's not for the faint of heart. My world changed forever the night I attended a party, not just any party, a party for the rich and powerful elite. That's where I made the worst mistake of my life. I caught the attention of the perfect man. Caden Raskova is Prince Charming in a finely tailored suit. Mysterious, sophisticated, and possibly handsome. He's taken a special interest in me and my musical talent, but there's something off that I can't quite put my finger on. Moments where I sense a monster behind the mask of a man. A predator that's lurking his prey to his dungeon of cruel delights. That prey being me. As the dark and morbid truth unravels, I come to a grim conclusion. I have to get him before he gets me, and there's no way we're both making it out alive. Yo, this description was some bullshit, especially if you know the ending. I'm gonna spoil it, I don't care. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch this review. Read the book first and come back. That's all I have to say. I've warned you. So the story starts off with Lyra writing an obituary, and she's in the cemetery and she's writing an obituary, but she ends up getting a call from her boss telling her that they don't want the obituary because she writes obituaries for the newspaper, and they told her they don't really want that anymore. So she's super upset and she ends up going home and balling up. So after she does this, her roommate comes home, and her roommate's like, oh, I'm going to this party, you're gonna come with me, wear this. And this girl is high out of her mind, and so she just gets dragged to the party. While at the party, she ends up separating with her roommate and ends up somehow finding her way onto a stage. And on the stage, everybody is like watching, and this man comes up to her and tries to force her to give him oral. She ends up biting his dingling off and then runs off the stage and runs out of the party and goes home. After this happens, Caden gets a call from the party leaders, and they tell him to go and get rid of her because this party is the super elite party, and they didn't want anything about it to get released to the press, so he was sent to go and get rid of her. So he goes and he starts to like investigate her and stuff, and that's how the story begins. So character breakdowns. First character, Caden is this super rich, OCD, super clean freak guy who is a surgeon, and he's super rich, and he unalives people as a sport. But he has a little routine and a little like checklist of who he's going to unalive. He's part of this rich secret group that throw these parties where people are having intercourse as entertainment. And then Lyra, I'm so mean. Oh my god. My character description for Lyra was, she's a broke, hot-ass mess who majored in music but can't get a job with this major of hers. And then she always messes up her performances. And then she also has an annoying bum ex lurking in the background. Here are my notes as I was reading the book. I'm like, damn, a girl can't be a hot mess. Why is that a reason she deserves to die? Because Caden was killing me. Why this man go into her room, seen it, and is like, this bitch is a mess. And then he was looking at her life, and he's like, this bitch life is shitty. She shouldn't be alive. She might as well just die. I was like, hey, that is so mean. And I was like, Lyra is so pathetic. It's actually sad. I don't know if I can keep going, because like, oh my god, the things that were happening to her, I'm like, oh girl. And I was like, the story's boring. The story was like really boring, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I didn't rate this high. Even though I finished it, I didn't rate this high. And then I was like, oh my god, this man just raped her. You can't be serious. I don't like him. Boo. Cause yeah, he ended up giving her drugs and she knocked out. Like if it was one thing if he just jacked off and like touched her up a little bit, I could have been, that's still like nasty and weird and out like just creepy. But like he full on raped her. Like what the fuck? I did not like him. I was like, oh no, our points lost, boo. Tomatoes. Why would you write that in your book? That is not cute. That was not cute. And then I was like, this book is way too long for this bullshit. Get to the point already. I don't know what I was talking about. I You know, I did not like it. I didn't even put context. Most of the time I put context. I don't know what that note is on. But okay, maybe it was when Celeste went into his apartment and they were like talking or something, and I was like, ew, like just because my next note is his threats are meaningless. I don't get why he hasn't just killed this Celeste lady already. Like, yeah, it was taking too long. Like, I would have after. Like, he chatting too much. I don't know what's wrong with this man. Your job is unaliving. She seems like the perfect person candidate for you to unalive. She checks your whole checklist. Like, is it because you were smashing her that it was taking you this long? Like, please. And then I was like, this book is so erratic. A whole bunch of things were happening, but nothing happening at the same time. Like, really, like, we had all this stuff happening, but then I think what I meant by that was, like, all this stuff was happening around them, but then the two characters, nothing was really happening between them. So I was getting annoyed, and I was like, not him judging her. What do you mean? I think when he found out that she unalived Celeste, he was in shock. His reaction was kind of like he seemed disgusted of her. I'm like, the hell you mean? You're not into this. This is your thing. This is your thing. Y'all can be like, she's matching your freak. Like, come on now. What are you off put by? Like, she's perfect for you. And I was like, yeah, here are the spoilers. I was like, huh? I thought his dad was part of the mafia or something. Not a pianist. Like, a piano player made this psycho-ass kid. And I was like, and her mom was involved with his dad. That's disgusting. The fact that they're together, I'm like, ew. I don't like that shit. I don't like it when generations are involved with each other. That's weird. And I was like, I kind of like the ending. It was the highlight of this whole book. And then I also said, unlike some reviews, I found the Lyra reveal to be nice though. It wasn't done great, like it was rushed explanation of it, but I don't care. I'm just glad I finished the book. It also kind of explained why Caden was protective over her. It started from when he was young. If it was just left when he had the mission to kill her, then it would have just felt flat and typical because there was nothing about Lyra that seemed intriguing enough for him to be into her. She was a hot ass mess. And what I mean by that is it's not just based off of me saying she was a hot mess. It's also the way he was talking about her and describing her. He didn't seem like he liked her, but then it felt like the author forced him to be interested in her. And so because of that, he ended up listening to the music, and that's when he formed an even deeper attachment towards her when he heard her playing piano. And that's why he became like even more into her and was taking forever to kill her off. But yeah, like, oh my god, the ending was the best part, them unaliving his dad together. But again, they were so unorganized and horrible and just a mess that they didn't see they had to end up going and living secret lives because he ends up being exposed as being a serial killer because he didn't unalive the police officer properly. This book was a hot mess. That was my take on it. This isn't even a proper review because I read this book last month and I didn't like it, so like I threw it out of my mind. So sitting down and trying to review it is a little rough. But yeah, those were my thoughts. Did you guys read the book? Did you enjoy it? I know her friend has a second book, but like I don't like the way this writer writes, so I'm not reading that. Or like I'm just not into this setting. I don't care for it, so I'm not reading the rest of it, like the next book. But yeah, what were your guys' thoughts? How did you guys feel reading the book? Should I read my review on it? Because I gave this a 1.5 star. And I said the 1 star was for the plot twist of her being the actual mastermind behind everything. And that's where I'm saying like people didn't like that, but I liked it. If it was just him plotting this whole time, like it was so boring. Her being the mastermind was kind of fun, kind of brought a little excitement to it. But yeah, that's my review for this book. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.